Hi Lotta, how are you?
I'm fine, a bit exhausted. I had really difficult questions.
Good, good. So Lotta, who are you?
Who am I? I'm a trained designer in textile and fashion. I haven't designed anything for the last, well, I'm lying a little bit, but for the last 15 years. But then I've been working within the fashion industry, and now I am working within the craft.
You're working for Handarbetets Vänner. How do you say Handarbetets Vänner in English?
The Association of Friends of Handicraft. It's a bizarre name, lots of.
You worked for a year. Are you going to change the name?
I've got that question lots of times, and especially from men, from 50 and up, they are like, aren't you going to change that name? And then I'm thinking, why should we change it? It's been there for 140 years, and you don't really change it. But I'm thinking we should have an alternative name, especially one which gives a better ring in English.
Call it like Apple.
Apple is a good name.
I think it's taken, but anyway. So we're here now at Anglais because we just had the Formfrukost. Formfrukost in English is called Design Breakfast, is it? Yes. And we had you on stage and we talked about the craft industry in Sweden and everything. How was the Formfrukost?
I think it was nice, and there were loads of people, and I think they were here really early, even before me. And I think the feedback was quite good from them. I mean, there were loads of people coming up afterwards and saying it's a good idea, so I'm happy you invited me for this.
What was the most difficult question?
Oh, I think it was something you said.
I know, but you have an important role in Sweden, and it's like really, really important to talk about these things, and especially, about the role of the institutions and the industry. So it's a changing time, and I think it's interesting.
All by times. I was thinking we are often considered to be like the industry. Still, we're a small association, with a limited amount of members. But since our history is very long, I think maybe we have a greater responsibility. And I think we could be like a katalysator, maybe to be that. And I think what you're doing here, I think is very needed. And I think it's also very important to collaborate. And I think it's also time maybe to discuss, what should I say, the more design perspective on craft. Because sometimes you're a handicrafter, and I think craft is design and it's art and it's loads of things. And also to increase the value of what people are doing.
True. So I'm going to ask you the last question, which is the most difficult question, and I'm asking everyone the same thing, basically. Is it still relevant to talk about Scandinavian design today?
It depends. If you want to market your products in Great Britain, it might be. I think the shop with a Scandinavian ringing name has made a lot for Nordic design. I love the word Nordic. I think Nordic food and the essence of what is Nordic is very good, because you also have Iceland, and if you say Scandinavian, you think about Norway, Denmark and Sweden. So, and I know the Finns are getting really annoyed when you say Scandinavian design. So I like the word Nordic, and I think even though Denmark is very different from us, I mean, they have no forest, and we have loads of forest in Norway and Sweden and in Finland. I think still there is similarity between how we think and how we are, which is maybe what brings us together in many ways.
Should
I think
we bundle it together? Should we bundle it together? Or?
I think we're living in very individualistic times, so maybe you don't need to do that. But I think it's a good idea actually. If you talk to small companies here, I mean, they're struggling to get their businesses going. Fairs, international fairs are very good, like 100% Design or Mobile in Milano or something. If you are a part of a community that wants to go somewhere for exhibitions or to market themselves, I think it's a good ring to Nordic design. So in that sense, yes. But in other ways, I think many designers and many craftswomen and men are more individualistic in their looks and in their work.
Well, thanks for sharing. I'm going to let you go back to Eurogarden, where you have your office and the gallery, especially. So I'm going to see you around, and have a great start of this fantastic Tuesday, Lotta. And see you. Bye.